YouTube, welcome back. Another beautiful morning here. It is Wednesday, track day, field day, throws, sprints, jumps, all the fun things. A couple ball throws right now just to prime the nervous system, like usual, regular business taking place right now, but some light resisted accelerations after that. 30 yards for those bad boys. I'm gonna get a few. We're gonna go to the track actually. Even though the turf is open, I liked the track so much, I did it last time, that I might just move all my sessions there from now on. It's gonna be open more often, and I kind of like the feel of the ground a little bit compared to the turf, but we'll see. We'll see if it feels good a little bit longer. But that, a few 30-yard light resisted accelerations. I'll get to some 40s too, unresisted, full length, just some real good stuff. Just some extensive bounding as well. Besides that, nothing too crazy complicated. The old reliables. This is getting close to the end of a wave of this stuff. It's been 3, maybe 4 weeks, I think, of some of these things, progressing them. So we'll see where we're at. We'll see if it feels really good. I think it will. I'm feeling pretty juiced up today. I'm espressoed up, creamer iced up, the usual things that make a session feel good and groove well. So we'll keep going with this after I get my ball throws on. Oh yeah, to note later, this is the first week of an indoor soccer league I'm playing in for the next few weeks. So, oh yeah, so maybe I'll cut the volume just a tad, but I probably won't, and I'll just survive. But it's not too bad. It's like 5-a-side indoor on turf. It's like a wall ball, kind of looks like a hockey rink if anybody's ever seen that. But it's pretty sweet. It'll be some good cardio and just get to be athletic for a little bit, which is cool. Been missing that. But that game is this evening. Training this morning. It'll be a good, efficient day. Coaching in the afternoon. We love Wednesdays around here. Wednesdays are always good. It's always dead in here at this time. That's why I like getting here nice and early, or at least early-ish. I think I might need to invest in some track spikes at this point if I'm gonna keep doing my training here, which for the next couple months, at least, all my sprints will be on the track, or at least most of them. So it might be a good investment. Might drop some times here. Couple more of these bad boys, and then I'll get a little light tier kind of plyo warm up going before I start sprinting. Oh, that one went sideways. Oops. Can't let myself get distracted by that soccer ball over there. Got to get training. I'm getting excited to play in this game later now. Last one. Let's see if I can hit the concrete from here. I think I can. Come on, get there. Oh, that's right in the edge. I'll have to count that. I don't know. Or I don't know if I can count that. All right, a little bit of prep work, just like last time. Just some little hops. Get a little bit of deep tier now. Just a little deeper joint angle. Getting the knees grooved up. My quads are a little sore from squatting Tuesday still, so I don't know, we'll see how this feels. Totally forgot. I don't feel the best warming up today. Quad sore, if I didn't say before, from those front squats Tuesdays still. So maybe limited in my volume. I'm still gonna do some, but I might just cut the volume of them across the board, especially since I have a game later. But we'll get to the track and we'll see how that feels the first couple pulls. I switched to the mic and the hat here. Might be the new meta if this sounds good. I think it does. At least it looks like it's okay on the audio levels. So yeah, a little bit longer. On the track, felt about the same actually as the turf, which I didn't think it would. But yeah, we're gonna get to some of these bad boys. Light resisted 30s here. So starting just 25 on the sled and 30 yards total. I'm gonna pull some kind of at a lighter intensity to start to get this warm, and we'll get right into the swing of things. See how many we can get here that will feel productive, since I feel a tad beat up, like I said. And that didn't feel half bad actually, at like 70% there. So we'll open that up. Works out very nicely that there's a 30-yard marker, exactly where the point is from the start. Pretty sweet. Alrighty, to my first one here, working. I'm gonna get to like 80 to 90%. Still being really smooth, keeping my hands in a good position, like I've been aiming to do the past few weeks. The first one was good, so I'm gonna keep the ball rolling. That one looked pretty good upon playback. Felt awesome too. Felt really smooth, powerful, putting some force into the ground, and quads feel unaffected by the soreness. I was at 4 reps of that last week. That'll be the goal again. See if we can get there. Another good rep there. I'm gonna move the camera a tad closer so I can get a better view of the start. I'm finding that each of these is taking 19 steps, almost exactly. So even though that's not an exact measurement, if I'm beating it in less than that steps, or I'm a little further on 19 steps, or I'm a little not, or I'm less far in 19 steps, it's kind of a good way to measure if it was a good rep or a bad rep without having the timing gates on me. And I am alternating my start legs here. I think I'm better with my left foot back. At least a little bit. I feel just better coming out of the bottom when I do that. So I'll do that for this one. That's my right arm back, my left leg. I think I got there in 18 that time. So that might have been a real good one. Never mind, still 19 upon playback, but that'd be crazy if I lost a whole step. That was my smoothest one, though, so far, feeling wise. I've got one more in the tank. Still feels pretty dang good. I'm gonna go back to far. Yeah, I just checked the logbook. This is indeed week 5, actually, progression of a lot of this stuff, and I can certainly feel the fatigue accumulating here. Like this last one is gonna be a little bit of a maybe I wouldn't want to do that any other time, considering that fact, but that's okay. That's how you get fast and strong at things. You do have to accumulate some fatigue over time in order to progress stuff, but if there's fatigue, that means there's stimulus, and if there's that much stimulus, that means that there are some heater times, PR times incoming. That's one of the harder things with more dynamic and like sprint-based training, stuff like this, versus just training with a barbell, is that it's kind of harder to quote unquote progressively overload and like track progress from over time unless you have something like a timing gate. But even if you do, there's a lot of noise. Like this is very neurologically intensive. Not that strength isn't, but I'd argue even more so than lifting something very heavy. And it's hard to measure anything but like a full max out sprint, because it's like you can't really do a 70% like you can in a barbell and like put a VBT on and track that, progress it, and know you're making a little progress. So you kind of just have to trust the process sometimes, or at least that's what I'm finding, and just do the damn sets and do the damn reps, and really have a good system laid out, and just know that you got the right amount of volume and the right intensity and different modalities to get you moving in the right direction, which we're there right now. Feels good. Oh yeah. Resisted accelerations complete. On to some 40s now. Just 10 more yards stretching this out. I'm gonna look even smaller down the line here. I am scheduled for 4 of these as well. We'll see if I get all of those. Again, like I said, I might cut the volume just a tad because I have the game later, and this is where I would do it out of all of them, but we'll go. I'm not gonna make any brash decisions before I even do a full rep of my working stuff, so we'll do that. All right, I am very far away, a whole 40 yards. Let's go first rep. I really love the feeling of going from resisted, longer accelerations like that into unresisted sprints so much. I feel like I'm flying. The worst part about sprint work and high output stuff like this is just resting for like 3 minutes, doing nothing in between. It's kind of boring, but there is a conveniently placed lawn chair over here I might take advantage of. Rep number 2 here. I'm definitely losing some pop right now, so I might cut it after this one. But yeah, it's definitely creeping. I was right at the start where I didn't feel like Maybe I had 100% in the tank today. But even if after this one and these still moving okay when I'm doing them, I will not be mad if I just cut the volume with everything considered. Another reason I'm thinking also why that might not feel as easy as it does in turf is that I'm on the track and it's just a lot harder and higher impact. So yeah, getting the old ankles used to that surface, maybe just doing a little bit less volume on top of everything else is maybe a good idea. And that one I didn't feel like I was making super good contact in the middle, through the middle and towards the end, so I'm gonna cut that there. I am still gonna do a couple sets of my bounding just extensively though. The same distance, you'll see. That's all I got today. Like I said, kind of a brief one. The track sessions usually are because the reps and the steps just don't take as much time as gym stuff. But yeah, very solid. Volume cut just a tad. Like I said, just gonna do one more of these, then I get out of here and hopefully go dominate the soccer game later because I've been missing playing. So thank you for watching. That is today finished, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.